wobbles. At the bottom, you get your remote control. This is my first time fixing this. I don't even know what it is, but the person says it's a Mola kind of setup. So this is a remote control, pretty cool. This is it's not magnetic, sadly it's a sticker. I thought it was magnetic. That sucks. So they have fan 6, so there's up 6 fans. This one is of course 3 and 3, 6. This is what? I don't even know what it is. Check the manual. This is the what is this? The Mola? Yeah, this is the Mola. Just plug to your Mola power supply and good to go. Fan hub wiring diagram. So 6 fans to that thing, power supply 50 as such. These two, I don't know what is that. Power fan interface. Lab. Oh, this logo. I know this. Firebase RGB. Okay. Then take this out. No rubber grommets as you can see, which is pretty for the price is okay. It's forgivable. So the things you get, the tools here are standard stuff. Okay, before that I would like to show you guys the quality of the metal case. Okay, that's enough. This one is adjustable. As you can see, this thing is adjustable, the screw mount. What's this? Ayo, get off. So my old case have this one pack of black stuff, so black screws, standoff, whatever. So I'm gonna use this instead. See, I took off everything, but somehow my motherboard, when I unscrew it, it happened to be this way. As you can see, the motherboard, the screws and the standoff just detach itself. So this case has a low quality of standoff. If you guys are planning to do a different kind of screws, now my screws are so attached to the standoff, but the standoffs are not strong enough. So I have to manually take this off, then put my old case, which I got here, to there. So yeah. My old case, I got this standoff back, so I can reuse it back. I think it's the same size. So I just took off everything from my old case, the standoff, to use it, the black screws. As you can see, on my right is the Cooler Master standoff. On my left is the first player case. So as you can see, from the naked eye, it looks the same. But in terms of build quality, I'm not sure why does this thing cannot support the standard screw, but this one can. So as you can see, the difference there is they look identical. I don't think you can tell them apart because they're just screws, but it means a lot when it comes to quality. So I'm gonna install this. Okay, after installing all that standoff, it's time to put back the panel. Finally, the moment of truth. Beautiful, guys. Everything fits in. See? Smooth. No problem. Tight. Tight. That's the one I want. And it's all the way down rather than just now was halfway, man. It's dangerous. I'm currently using a old Corsair VS 550, so just gonna put this in. This is for the SSD, so I'm gonna put it somewhere over here. This is for the power supply for the motherboard. That should be over here. We got the PCIe or the 6-pin for the graphics card. So we put it here. What else we got? We got this one. This is the motor for the fan unit. You guys can see it goes, just plug in this way. Yeah, this is the box. Yeah, just like that. Ow. So this is your SSD. I'm gonna put it here because I can plug it here. Actually, SSD way over here. So it's facing downwards, so it will be this way. Yeah, it will be that way. Just finished with the cabling, everything. Now to install the fan. This was the fan that came with the case. No brand, cheap fan, but nice pattern. I don't think I'll be using this. I'll be using my old fan. So the fans I'll be using is my old fans. So I have 3 variations of Cooler Master. Number 1 that came with the Storm Scout 2 was this case fan. It's not on sale, but the LED here is really bright, which is awesome. This one's see-through. This is the jet flow from Cooler Master. It's better because of the rubber, which is this one does not provide. It looks like it's provided, but it's not. And this Cooler Master is the jet flow Cooler Master. Wait, what was that one again? This is jet flow. This is what? Oh, this is Seeker Flow. This is Seeker Flow. Sorry. Seeker Flow, and yeah. So this one I'll be using. This is a OEM from First Player. This one, wait, it looks like rubber from the picture, but it's not. This is rubber, guys. It's just a basic fan. So the cable management is a bit tricky for the ATX board, as you can see, but I get it. I managed to do so. Here, the HD audio cable, I have to unscrew the power supply, the screw of the power supply, the 4 screws. Then I put the cable on top of it, and I screw this back in. This is the only cable that needed to do so. So yeah, the rest, there's a hole there, so it's easy for mounting your power switch and so on. That one is the USB. I put it there nearer. Here, as you can see, the SATA cable, if I were to put on this is number 1 here, 3, 4, 5, 6, right, the top. That one, I don't even know how to put the SATA cable in, because it might be obstructed by this panel right over here, because the red cable, as I'm pointing out, is actually, you know, there's no way to put it inside the holes there, so it's impossible to make it neat. So the only way I'm up for it is just that I have to put another SATA cable below this SATA cable in order for it to go to another hard disk or SSD in the future. But currently I'm using the SSD on top, the Evo 860. So using the old power supply, which is the old PSU, my PCIe power supply 6-pin is having another extra PCIe 6-pin, so it doesn't look that nice from far. As you can see, it's like jotted out like that. So I'm planning to invest on a semi-modular power supply in order to look nice. Yeah, it's a bit annoying at a while if you keep on looking at it, but sometimes you change the color to red, it doesn't look that bad. It looks okay. So the sickle flow is on the top of the CPU. This is the Cooler Master i70C. I did a review on it before this. And this is the jet flow Cooler Master. The lights for the jet flow is always in the middle, so it doesn't look that nice. So I'm gonna turn this off, the lighting. You can see in the dark it looks like this, but in the light later I'm gonna show you how it's not that bright enough to make a scene. So otherwise, it's easy to manage this cable in this case. So I give a props for First Play to do this kind of case at a affordable price. It's only 140 ringgit. Bear in mind, this is tempered glass, both sides as well. So it's really good for the money what you're spending, because the cheaper PC cases, they always give you guys acrylic or plastic. So this is a good one, but it's easy to break because of it's glass, right? Change back to red. The controllers are very easy. As soon as you guys plug in, on off, auto is when you can change the color. Then from there you press auto again, doesn't change anything. What you do is you guys have to press the M plus or M minus to change the pattern. So like that, or fast forward, you can go that way. So if you want to go back to lighting, just press auto and then press any color that you like, and from there it takes you there. So this one, the speed, I haven't tested this. It doesn't change anything. I didn't see any changes. The fan, is it noticeably slower? I don't think so. This one is good as well. Sorry, this one. The dimming one. Okay, the dimming, you can dim it down up to a point like this way, so it looks like that. If it's this way, goes up, go back to the original state of brightness. So I go back to white just to make it easy for you guys to see. Yeah, the one that they give the USB 3.0, that cable is like, it's a bit loose. I plug my best and push it hard in to make it secure, but this is the best they can do. Yeah. So one thing, the SSD will be mounted this way. So another SSD will be mounted, I don't know how, because the cable of course will be obstructed by these cables. So how to plug two SSD in one go? So I'm not sure. If you guys can comment down below how to make that happen. I don't want to bend this cable to a 90 degree just because another SSD. It's a bit, you know, it can spoil the cable, so I don't think so I will do that. And overall, guys, okay, let's go jump to the room with lights. Let's go. So I already on my room light, and you can see here the brightness is really bright for white. Still go far out, super nice. Let's go to red color. Okay, red color. Yeah, so why not blue for sure. Okay, blue color. So let's see. Like I said, if you guys planning to buy the jet flow, the red is not that red. During daylight, it's so much like you don't even see anything. The sticker flow at least got the pattern a bit. At least they give you that that glow red light thing going on. Sticker flow is okay. From the top, sticker flow, this is magnetic. So the sticker flow looks like that from the top. Yeah, from the back, okay, the back, nothing much here. I really hate this panel thing because it's hard to figure it out at first. Because I used to get a case like Cooler Master. It's like plug and play. There's a screw from inside, but this time it's from outside. For this case, you have to take out this one like an L bracket, take that out, and then plug it in. And then I was confused where was this part is. I thought was missing. I thought I broke it off during transportation or myself, but actually it was the one that dangles around here prior to do anything towards the case. There was this pattern. It was different from this pattern. This is circle. This is the this angle. So this one is meant to clip around here if you were to plan to change the slot. But from this slot, I'm pointing towards the end, it has this pattern, the circle pattern. Once you open it, you cannot put it back. So you have to really plan out where you want to put your graphics card or whatever it is going through because when you take this out, you cannot put it back in anymore because it's going to be ugly. So unless they give you a lot of this, but they don't. One thing to mention about this case, I don't know why I don't get any 3.5 tray for my hard disk, and that's a problem for this case. So I will make you guys another updated video on the 3.5 tray for the hard disk. Overall, for my VS550, there's a gap as well. So it's a bit, I don't like this gap. I'm a bit OCD on gapping because I don't like this empty space. At the back, so one complaint, it's not easy to clip this back on, especially from the top. When you clip in, you thought that you clip in on the top, but at the bottom it's not clipping properly. So it's a bit troublesome. You have to slowly place this, and this. It's not like Cooler Master. My previous case can just slide in like that one, but this one is a bit hard. So you have to very properly close this lid. Sometimes I close this part, this one is still open. I don't know why, and I have to open it back and close it. So thank God I'm not gonna open this anymore unless I'm gonna put a hard disk or SSD again, which I don't think in the future because I have a 250GB SSD. It's good enough. I prefer using external hard disks. I prefer it to have 2 USB 3s and 2 USB 2s at least, or Type C at this time. But you know, cheap case, why would they give that to you? Yeah, I can only put one hard disk, and after that, if I have my drone or everything USB-C Mavic Air, we plug it here, it's a bit like I have to put the hard disk way at the back here to my motherboard. So it's a bit troublesome having only one USB 3.0. The rest, you see here, this is for mic, this is for speaker. So yeah, so on off button works fine. I'm going to off it now. So I'm going to off it now. Just press of a button. Okay, alright, it's off. So one thing, the ventilation here, I noticed is that it's really small. I'm gonna give you guys a flash that the ventilation is really tiny, guys. Really tiny. I was about really tiny, guys. You can see that it's on both sides are the same. So both sides are all the same as well. No difference here. Wait, is there any vents? Those are the vents. Really small vents. So let's take a look at down below. So as you can see here, the vents are just this much of a gap. This is what is this, plastic? It's plastic. The base is this way, and the dust mat is a flimsy kind. You can wash it off in that way. I do mind if they were to give it a tray rather than this kind, but you know, it's only a cheap case, so I don't mind really. So one thing good about this case is that decent height from the ground, which is good for airflow as well. For this airflow specifically, because we don't have any fans down here. So yeah, it's here. You can see here my cables. Oh my god, it's ugly, man. I want it to be closed this way. So what else? So PSU, 4 screws. Yeah, there's nothing much to talk about this case. The thumb screws are good. I'll show you guys. Okay, this part is rubberized, so which is good. But once you open it, you have to make sure there's no, you have to make sure you have to hold it while you open it. So because this is full glass, the glass goes up to here, to the edge. So pretty dangerous if you were to carry this and bang a door or something. The glass up to here as well, and up to here, and up downwards here. I think that's about it for this case, and hopefully you guys like this video. That's all for my video. If you like the video, please give a like. Please support my channel by subscribing. I'll be making more of these videos, these catchy videos for you guys. Not formal way of doing a video, but it gets the job done, right?